Hi, I'm Tyler, and welcome to another episode of my Christian Music Week reviews. Each week I take 5 releases, be it LCPs or singles, and after I listen to them all week, I come back here and I review them. I share what I think about them. So without further ado, let's get to this week's first release. Need to Breathe's new single, I Don't Wanna Worry. NEEDTOBREATHE-I's new single, I Don't Wanna Worry, that they released as a surprise thank you gift to their fans for the good year that they've had. Let's dive into it. So, pretty good song here. Stylistically, definitely an upbeat, alternative pop and R&B vibe to it. There's also a choir backing Bear Reinhardt's vocals, and as for the lyrics here, like the message of this one, how the love of others can help free us from anxiety. And as for the lyrics here, Bear Reinhardt talks about how anxiety over his past mistakes make him worry whether he's enough, but his wife's faithfully loving him makes him feel better by making him feel safe. Up next, J.J. Howard's new single, Love It Here. J.J. Howard's new single, Love It Here. Let's dive into it. So, pretty good song here, stylistically. A little bit of a surprise coming from J.J. Howard. Stylistically, definitely an upbeat pop feel. But that being said, sounds pretty good. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here. I like the perspective on adoption that this song takes. And as for the lyrics here, it talks about how it may be unfamiliar, but the adoptive parents described in the song look forward to showing their daughter her beautiful new home that God has placed her in for her to love and for them to forever love her. Up next, Jimmy Clifton's new album, More. Jimmy Clifton's new album, I Love You All the More. Let's dive into it. So, there are some songs where I like his singing style, and then other songs where I don't. That's just my take, though. Stylistically here, definitely a folk release, and a very upbeat folk release. There are a few ballad moments, though. And in addition to folk, there's also acoustic pop and alternative elements. And as for the lyrics here, so even though I'm so-so about the sound at some points, the lyrics are really good here. Really like how Jimmy shares his testimony in some of the lyrics, and also how clearly the gospel is communicated throughout the album. And as for the lyrics here, Jimmy talks about how while he was hypocritically lost in lustful sin that made him feel lonely and could have killed him, God, in his unconditional love, through Jesus Christ's undeserved sacrificial blood on the cross, faithfully stayed with Jimmy to pursue him, to miraculously make a way to save Jimmy free from that sinful past, to change Jimmy to have a new life, purely surrendered to following God's word, to love God, and to love his wife, even in a painful world of lustful temptation, as he relies on God to protect him by giving him strength. Up next, Brenno and K Diamond's The 23 Mixtape. 23, the mixtape. A mixtape showcasing the songs that hip-hop artist Brenno and producer K Diamond have released together this year. Let's dive into it. So, pretty good mixtape here, stylistically. Love how hard-hitting the trap sound on this mixtape is. And even the lo-fi tracks are pretty good too. Vocally here, Brenno raps, and sings, and there are some vocal samples as well here. And as for the lyrics, really like the lyrics here as well. Brenno talks about how he sacrificially surrenders his life to Jesus Christ's calling and leading to uncompromisingly proclaim God's word of how through Christ's blood on the cross, he changed Brenno free from sin, as Brenno trusts God to faithfully be with him, to protect him from, and give him strength to rise free from the devil's opposing Brenno by trying to limit him. Up next, our last release for today, River Valley Age's new EP, Prayer Journal. Prayer Journal, the new EP from River Valley Church's youth worship team, River Valley Ages. Yes, River Valley Church, the same church known for bringing us River Valley worship. Let's dive into River Valley Ages' new EP. So, pretty good EP here. Stylistically, definitely on the softer, alternative worship side of things. Mostly ballads, but actually a couple upbeat moments in the midst of all this softness as well. A couple tracks are simultaneously soft and upbeat. Yes, that's possible. And there are folk elements at play here on a couple of the songs as well here. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here, really speaks to how God's love sets us free from fear. And as for the lyrics here, River Valley Ages talks about how they surrender their fear to know the hope of peacefully surrendering to God's love that faithfully stays with them to give them life. Well, that's it for this week. Come back next week for 5 more releases. If you like what you saw in this video, please subscribe. I put out videos every Friday at 9:30 up to the time. Also, if you have any thoughts on today's releases or what I may have said about them, let me know down in the comments below. Also in the comments, you can let me know if there's any awesome Christian releases that came out today that you want to see in next week's video. Also, check out the playlist section for any the month screen playlist available here on YouTube and also on Spotify. And this month's edition of the playlist includes songs from artists like Sidewalk Prophets, Patrick Mayberry, and others, so go and check that out if you're interested. Well, go now. See you next week. Bye!